Okay, so a while back, I replaced all of the lights in the garage with these Barina LED lights, and it was just about like daylight in there. So I bought these some more of them in packs of six. It was pretty economical. I got them on Amazon. They're basically a plug and play type of thing. They come with six different power cords, so each one can be powered individually, or there's a way you can daisy chain them all together under one power cord. So real simply, here's an example. You plug in the power cord on one side, and that's good. And then you can connect the other ones together using these other cords that come with the set. Basically a double-ended connector. And there's also a double-ended connector that is short, so there's like no space between the LEDs. But and there you have it. In my case, I needed to have um, a little bit of space between each one to space them out properly in the ceiling. So they mount pretty simply. It's just two clips for each light, like so. You slip you use a screw it into the ceiling, or in my case, the ceiling trusses, and the light just snaps up into place. So here we are. I'm getting ready to install set on this truss. Basically, my trusses are 36 feet wide. The building's 36 feet wide. So when you divide that in half, it's 18 feet. Um, the lights are 4 feet each, and I'm going to do three parallel sets, so that's 12 feet. So if you subtract that, you get 6 feet left, and then you divide that by 4 for the spaces between the lights, and you come up with, in my case, a foot and a half between each set of lights. So I measured out a foot and a half from the center where I mounted the outlet for the lights, and then I go another 1 foot and put two clips, and then go 2 feet and put two clips. That puts um, the clips at 1 foot in from each end of the light, which is nicely centered. And then, of course, after I do that and put the light up, then I'm going to measure another foot and a half to the next light and continue on like that. Now these lights are, as you'll see them going up, um, I'm just going to power one side of them, although it almost looks like both sides are lit, because the power is going to run down one side and then come back up through the other side. So you'll notice when it gets to the end where I'm doing the last ones on that side, and I plug them together, then they all will light up. Um, the building I have is 40 feet by, there I'm checking the power, but the building I have is 40 feet by 36 feet for the shop, and it's going to be an interesting experiment to see how well these Barina LED lights are going to light up that big a space. The ceiling is 17.5 feet to the rafters, so or to the bottom of the trusses. We made it that tall because our plan is to put a 4-post lift in there for the tractors and trucks and stuff when we're working on them. So there you see I plugged in the first light on that truss. The second one will go up, but it won't be powered until I get to the end and connect it back through there. Okay, so those are up. And now I'm using a wire stapler, electrical wire stapler, to tidy up the cords so they're not hanging down. And then from there, this stands on rollers, and it's got outriggers on it too for safety. But I still wound up adding additional braces on it because I do not like heights, and it was like scary wobbly up at the top there. But that seemed to stiffen it up enough where I could get up there and not have it too bad, and then I can kind of scoot it around by pulling on the trusses. So worked pretty good. Yep. And now we'll go into super fast mode. And watch here when I hook up the last two. See how they all lit up now? And we'll just get the rest of the building. At this point, I was pretty confident that it was going to work really well because even in this big a building, because the light that these were putting out was pretty decent. Okay, so here we see it all lit up. It's nice and bright. Uh, I'm very happy. The LEDs were very cost effective, and they put out a lot of light. So here